All right, happy Wednesday, everybody. We are live talking about the weather. We have excessive heat warnings in effect for San Antonio and surrounding counties. Also out west, heat advisories, air temperatures right around 106 to 107 today. Then the heat index probably climbing to about 110 to 112. It's going to be probably the hottest day of the year so far this year. And skies are clear. Temperatures already probably at about 93 to 92 in the city, and we'll take a look at that in a second. Excessive heat today from 12 to 8 p.m. Heat warnings may be extended through tomorrow as well. But the main story is the heat. This is temperatures and heat we don't really see. Obviously, average is like 97 to 101, but the fact that we're seeing 104 to 107 on our air temperatures, that is extremely abnormal. But it does happen, obviously, here in South Texas. Limit time outdoors today, triple-digit days so far this year. Not as bad as previous years. We're at 24 so far for 2024. We'll be at 25 later on this afternoon because we're forecasting a high of about 107. So add it to the list here in San Antonio. 96 degrees. Okay, we're actually hotter than I expected. So southwest winds are helping to fuel out some drier air, which is boosting our temperatures. Just to put into perspective, around lunchtime, 11:30, 12, 12:30, we're usually at about 89 to 90. Instead, we're at about 96 to maybe 97 in the city. So it is a very, very warm start. Our heat index already climbing above the triple-digit mark, 103. Thankfully, a breeze from the southwest at 13 miles an hour, but again, that's ushering in drier air, which is helping boost our temperatures up a little bit more at this hour. Clear skies on this Wednesday, heat advisories and heat warnings everywhere you go. As a matter of fact, if we zoom out, the entire state pretty much just plagued with all these heat-related advisories. Dallas not included, however, anywhere from Lubbock to San Angelo, Abilene, Austin, we're all underneath some level of heat advisory, heat warning across the area. So this is what we have to deal with for today. These may get reissued for tomorrow, so something to keep an eye on if you're spending a long amount of time outside. We may have to carry over these heat advisories and heat warnings into Thursday. But right now, this heat warning will expire at 9 p.m. later on tonight. Meantime, 93 at Bernie, 96 in the city, 92 at Hondo, 95 at Stockdale, 95 at Floresville. No hundreds on the map just yet, but this map will be full of them probably in the next 2 hours or so. 97 at Del Rio, same thing at Eagle Pass, 95 at Austin, 91 at Victoria. It already feels hotter because of the high humidity. 102 is down I-35 and 104 at Carrizo Springs and 103 here in the city. So here's your 3-day forecast. You can see today, record heat, 107 is what we're forecasting. That would beat out a daily record set back last year of 105. So weather impact alert days for today and tomorrow. You can see pretty much comparably hot tomorrow afternoon. Likely a heat advisory reissued for Thursday. Heat index probably around 108 to 110. Clear skies. Today may feature a couple of isolated showers between lunchtime and about 6 p.m., but right now only running at 10 to 20% on the possibility that happens. And you'll see by Friday and the weekend, it starts to trend down. We're still pretty hot by Friday, 100 degrees, heat index probably 106. Less heat advisory criteria, I think, by Friday, but something to just keep an eye on because it's going to be dangerously hot for the next few days. Here's the reason why. High pressure over Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, the entire south from Arizona to Louisiana, all underneath the drive of this high pressure dome. And that's redirecting a lot of the rain away from us. So that's why we're not seeing much. There is a chance at rain this afternoon. Isolated storms, but not everyone, and mostly not everyone, is not going to see rain. So here's the forecast. We're going to watch this little disturbance out east retrograde farther to the west by early next week. Starting Sunday into Monday, it'll move into the Texas coast with daytime heat, highs near 99. I think this will fuel a couple of isolated storms near the coast, and some of those may move in our direction. You can see between now and, this forecast map is mainly between Sunday and Tuesday next week. It says the next 7 days, but between now and Friday and Saturday, it's clear and sunny and hot. And you can see the forecast rainfall from, let's say, 1/100th to 1/10 of an inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch in some lucky neighborhoods, lucky areas around South Texas. And then towards the coast, maybe towards, Bay City, Matagorda Bay, maybe 1/2 inch of rain, where I think the main chance for rain Next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will be primarily along the coast, but some of those may drift in our direction, and that's what we're hoping for to kind of break down this pattern here in San Antonio. All right, 107 for tomorrow, or 107 today, I should say, rather. 104 Thursday. Those are weather impact alert days for San Antonio. Clear skies, small chance of rain this afternoon. Better chances for rain early next week as we wrap up August. And then notice we start to trend down to near average. Average is about 96, and that's exactly where we'll stay for the majority of next week. And you can see that there will be a couple of isolated showers, isolated storms in the forecast. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Sunday, and maybe today. But right now, again, only 10% chance we see that. And most of next week as we progress into early September, looking pretty good. Highs in the middle to upper 90s. Not as bad as 104 to 107, that's for sure. But yeah, dangerous heat through tomorrow and likely through Friday, with our highs trending right around average by the weekend and next week as well. From Grace, rain all weekend through next week? No, it doesn't look like it's going to be a lot. Grace, if we see any significant rain today, it'll be isolated, but the chances there around 3, 4, and 5 p.m. today. 10% chance that happens. Mostly clear and sunny and hot through the weekend. And then early next week, I think that's when we start to see that disturbance moving from the Gulf, and that's when we could see a couple of storms enter in the region. And right now, 30% at some widely scattered storms in the area. So at least it's something, and that in turn will also bring our temperatures down closer to average. Instead of 104 to 107, we'll be around 96 to 97 early to most of next week as well. September looking like pretty hot. I mean, you can see September's in the forecast right here. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week, right? We're looking at highs right around 97 to 98. The high pressure system starts to break down a little bit, but it still influences our weather. And again, September can be hot. Our hottest temperature ever recorded in the city of San Antonio is actually in the month of September of 111. So historically, September can get hot. It's not until late in the month of September when we start to get cold fronts moving in slowly, and that'll help drop our temperatures. But right now, the first week of September looks to be very, very hot, Kelly. Unfortunately, that's what we have to look forward to. All right, that's the forecast, guys. Today, 107 excessive heat warnings in effect. Drink plenty of water, stay safe, and find shade when you can. Take breaks because this heat will be around for at least the next 2 to 3 days here in San Antonio this weekend. Less hot, 97 to 99, with better rain chances early next week.